Welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. As we get a peek at Brett Hundley, the former UCLA Bruin, he'll be the man under center.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Throwing, Hundley. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Hundley. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
Another big year from arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. And while we enjoy his excellence, let's not take it for granted. He threw for over 4,700 yards, second only to Deshaun Watson, 38 touchdown passes, and led the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl while completing a career-high 66% of his passes. He did have a toe injury during the playoffs that hobbled him, and he had off-season surgery to correct that. We expect this guy to continue to be magnificent.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Mahomes firing complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Completes it to Hardman. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And that's Alex Okafor who gets in to register the sack. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. This complete to Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Another try after the first down sack. Hundley looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Hill to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man here. Schwartz complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He certainly...
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to touchdown. And that's caught at the 2. Noah Gray with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is Brett Hundley and the rest of the offense as they'll take over here. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. On 2nd and 12, Hundley got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, still a long way to go in the season, we know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Pulling good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you're looking at these 2 teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC. And I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such. But let's face it, if these 2 meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
Mahomes now on first down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the... And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? We'll see what they decide to do.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's it, 7. Makes it 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Again to Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Hundley. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
56.
Only a yard on the pickup. So from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now Hundley. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hundley. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. Now, he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. And meanwhile, for the Titans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mahomes going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Out is Brett Hundley and the rest of the offense as they'll take over here. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Complete to Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Mahomes now on first down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes
got an open man at Schwartz.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out is Brett Hundley and the rest of the offense as they'll take over here. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville to try again after the sack. Mahomes. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Short throw to Dissly. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll look to throw again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in the body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on 1st down, Hundley. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. Man open is Robinson. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They begin the drive with Hines, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now this is Kelsey, a tight end carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10.
Throwing, Hundley. This is caught by Robinson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
K'Lavon Chaisson
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hundley, he's going deep for Brown.
And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking downfield for Jones.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
On second down, right back to Hines.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 25 on second down, Hundley. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now Hundley. He's going to let it fly.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point